you've taken care of building that relationship with the Indigenous community, the local community. I mean, you're near Princeton. That's a mining
Yeah.
town through and through, mining, logging.
Yeah. You couldn't be in a better place to work than Princeton, BC.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
They're tremendous people.
So now that mining, let's say a company comes in, and they take over that property, and the deal gets done and all that sort of thing. They need to then go and do that whole process of application because they actually want to set up a plant, and you said it's open pit, right? So they're going to put this. So that's a whole new process. Is that right?
That's right. Every step of the way, you need permits. If you're going to build a mine, that's major. You would go through a full environmental study, and we're blessed in BC with it's a rule of law, and our geoscientists that are regulators, like the people at the BC Environmental Assessment Office, are geoscientists. So you're working with people that understand what the dangers are, what the hazards can be, and you try to work as a team.
Right.
It shouldn't be confrontational. It should be working together because you've got trained people that can really help you.
Right.
Devise that plan.
Yeah. Is it? What is the toughest part, though? Is it? I mean, that initial stage is because now that I understand that it's open, and then you go in and you start actually testing and then drilling. But that actual permit to dig this giant hole in the ground, that must be by far the toughest.
No, finding the deposit is the toughest.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Because everything's covered.
Yeah.
Most of it with soil.
Right.
So I gave a talk once on this, and a fellow came up with a comment. It's like putting a jigsaw puzzle together under a blanket.
Yeah.
So to even get to the point where there's that interest in making a mine is a long and arduous process.
So
once you know the deposit is there, it's different than logging. Logging, you go to different watersheds, so your environmental impact is always changing, but you can draw a circle around a mine. So your studies can focus.
Right.
So that isn't. It's a process, a long process, and it has to be done well. But it's not arduous.
Right.
You've got a circle that you know this is what we want.
When I talk to people in the industry, they're talking like now, a mine might take 10 to 15, even there's some that it'll take 20 years just to get off the ground. That is not including.
Yeah, that's including your exploration.
That's including from day one.
Day one. Yeah.
Yeah. So once they actually get that permitting done, if the big company comes in and they go, yeah, we're going to do this. How long from that point? Because the geologist started. How long did they have that area before Sego came in?
Shortly after Dave Barrett was in power, because that area was all staked in the 60s when the Ingerbell mine, as part of Copper Mountain, came to production. But then when the social credit got in after that Dave Barrett government, everybody dropped their claims. That sort of ended. There had been a boom, government interference, a bust, and during the bust, they were able to acquire those claims. And they worked on it steadily. I'm amazed nobody picked it up over that time, because they had enough. By the time we looked at it, they had enough information that we had a consultant that had mapped that area for the BC government for over 35 years.
Oh wow!
He was excited about it. My engineer friend that was on our board, he's since passed away, but Chris, who is very engineer, even he got excited. and our other directors were, were keen on it. So I guess that property had to find the right group that could see the potential of it
right
at the time.
Yeah.